Greetings of the day. Welcome you all. Today, I would like to share my thought on self-realization. Usually, when we meet anyone, whether it can be your friends, your relatives, strangers, we used to ask the question, "How are you?" Naturally, we are expecting an answer that's "I'm fine." When we are delivering this answer that "I'm fine," are we really 100% satisfied that we are fine? We are happy? Happiness is only a state. There is no 100% happiness. It depends upon some situations, some achievements, some satisfactions. Several factors contributes towards the state of happiness, sadness, anger, all these feelings. So actually, when we are doing anything, if you're learning something, if you're delivering a lecture, or if you're doing a business, if you're working for a firm, in a company, in a corporate, that 100% result cannot be expected. It won't happen. But there will be three levels of satisfaction or the performance evaluation: the poor, average, and the excellent. So the so-called excellent or good or above average. How these things are possible? The consistency matters a lot. Sometimes the initial pull will be always noticed. Then we must be consistent. Then finally, how we are going to conclude something. Let it be a class. Initially, how we need some time to understand the students, to interact with them, to understand their learning capabilities. Then accordingly, we have to polish our teaching skills. After the first phase, next thing is how to maintain that consistency over a period of time on various topics, on various domains. Like it won't be theory. There we need to include application, analysis, all these things, how we are going to perform or add the concept of consistency. Then lastly comes how we are concluding. So everything requires ultimately the concept of confidence. We must be confident ourselves. That self-respect, self-evaluation, self-satisfaction, everything matters a lot. We must have that self-love. So how to love ourselves? We were not having choice during our birth. We are born to certain geography, to certain location, to certain community, to some parents. It's not in our hands. It's science. Then after that, we are growing and our character is molded according to our surroundings, like the schooling, the people we are interacting, the social gathering. Everything matters a lot, how your behavior. So the character formation is the foundation for everything. We must always have that curiosity, the anxiety, that determination, and that self confidence and self love to move forward. So it is always considered like schooling is the foundation for character molding, because you are like a clay and you are being molded into different shapes, and knowingly or unknowingly many people will be influencing you, maybe your teachers, your friends, your parents, the society where you are living, the locality. So all are teachers. The universe itself is a teacher for nurturing our character. And it is our determination and self-evaluation. We have to mold ourselves again and again and enhance our learning capabilities. We are all students and we are learning from all our surroundings. And how we are learning and how we are going to apply what we have learned. Because when we take when we are seeing some examples, like marks are only marked once, but life keep on changing. The marks cards are only a paper for an evaluation done on certain aspects, but that evaluation may not be complete. You may be good or may not be good in other aspects. No one is perfect. So the team building is one of the important factor to get result. Take the case example, a classroom. We may not be having 100% good intellectual students, If all are above 90 percentage also in evaluation, the pattern will be changed. We'll be getting a bell curve where we are having the average, above average, then the below averages. It's natural. But how like we can enhance our skill set? Understand one thing. People can judge you, but never determine or never like uh, predict your future. There is something called destiny, and ultimately we are building our destiny to a certain extent. Something is not in our hand, but up to certain level, it's our responsibility to build our destiny. So never be underestimated, never be depressed, always be positive, optimistic. If one door is closed, there are thousands of doors to be opened. Because during when I was a child on watching movies, I used to think, in long run, what will be the storyline? All stories will be exhausted. There won't be any storyline because in per year, after 10 years, how many movies are being released and how many novels have been written? And similarly, the poems, a lot of poems are being created. A lot of inventions are happening. So what's next? There is saturation. I used to think, and I was certain point I used to touch the old television and all because I think that after this television won't be there. That is correct because something new will be coming. That old tape record, everything will be replaced. So ourselves, we are undergoing a drastic transformation mentally, physically, psychologically. You can see in olden days, the average height was 5 something, but now 5 feet something. Now, what is the average height? Depends upon the geography, the food you take, the environment, the genetics, everything plays a vital role. So, see one thing, many things can be changed, but it's our mindset which cannot be changed. So, be ready to welcome challenges, be ready to move forward. If something in front of you feel as a struggle, as a hurdle, there is an opportunity. When a door is locked, we need to unlock in several ways. You can open it with a key, you can knock it and wait for someone to come and open your door. You can kick it. There are several procedures. Similarly, there are a lot of treasures in front of you, but it's like a game of life. We need to find it out. So, my dear friends, self realization, self evaluation is like a self treasure hunt. Something somewhere is waiting for you. So, the journey still continues. Thank you.